There is a line on your Sierra 1500 purchase agreement your dealer added the morning it arrived on the lot. It does not have a label that says optional. It does not have a line that says negotiable. It is just a number. And on most Sierra 1500 deals in the last 3 years, that number ran between $2,000 and $4,000. That is money you paid for something the dealer was not planning to explain unless you pushed. You have already lost $2,000 on this truck. The part that matters is you did not have to. You find a Sierra listed at $58,000. You negotiate hard. You get them to $54,500. You think you won. What you did not know is that $2,000 in dealer-added items was already built into that price before you walked through the door. They factored it into the number they were willing to accept. You were negotiating against a margin they had already locked in. And that is just one line on the document. None of what follows is opinion. Some of this will put money back in your account this week. A few will save you thousands. And number one involves a documented legal practice that transferred money directly out of Sierra owners' pockets on the day they signed, a practice your dealer is trained not to explain voluntarily. 15 things. Let's get into it. Tip 15. When your Sierra 1500 arrived on the lot, the dealer may have added accessories before it ever reached the showroom floor. Every one of those items gets listed on a separate Addendum sticker placed next to the federal window label. That addendum is a different document from your purchase agreement. The prices on it are whatever the dealer decided to charge. Bed liners, door edge guards, wheel locks, nitrogen in the tires, paint protection film. Every line on that addendum was optional. You did not have to take it. Pull your window sticker tonight and look for a second sticker alongside the federal label. Check your specific contract. Many add-on agreements include a cancellation window, typically within the first 30 to 60 days. A written request to the finance department is all it takes. Tip 14. The documentation fee on your purchase agreement is not a government charge. The dealer set that number. Documentation fees cover the dealer's cost to file the paperwork. In most states, they are almost entirely unregulated, and the national average is now around $500. In some states, dealers charge over $1,000. In many states, dealers are required to charge every customer the same documentation fee. So, that line on the form is fixed. Instead, push the vehicle price down to offset it. The amount you walk out paying is negotiable. The line on the form sometimes is not. Tip 13. If anyone at that dealership told you that using an independent mechanic voids your Sierra's warranty, that is legally false. Federal law settled this in 1975. The Magnuson Warranty Act makes it illegal for General Motors to void your coverage simply because you chose an independent facility. You can take your Sierra to any qualified shop, use the correct fluids and General Motors approved parts, and your factory warranty stays intact. Under Magnuson, General Motors must prove that service performed elsewhere caused the specific failure before they can deny coverage. An initial denial is not the final word. Independent shops typically charge significantly less for identical work, often 40% or more. They counted on you not knowing that. Now you do. Tip 12. The parts your dealer charges you for carry a markup most Sierra 1500 owners never think to question. Dealer parts pricing on a Sierra 1500 routinely runs 50 to 100% above what the exact same genuine General Motors parts cost from independent suppliers. Same part number, same specification, same factory packaging, just without the dealer margin. The air filter that costs $60 at the service counter might be $30 ordered directly. Brake pads quoted at $350 might run $180 elsewhere. You now know you can go to an independent shop without touching your warranty. Parts pricing is the second reason to do it. Tip 11. OnStar is free for a trial period. After the trial ends, the features you have been using simply stop. The dealer rarely tells you exactly when that happens or what it costs to keep those features. For 2024 and older Sierra models, the trial typically runs 3 years. For 2025 and newer, GM changed the structure. 8 years of basic features are included, but the full connected suite still requires a paid plan. Connected plans run between $23 and $35 a month. Over 5 years, that is between $1,400 and $2,100 for technology already installed in a truck you already paid for. Every Sierra with OnStar active is also transmitting data about how you drive back to GM servers. If you are enrolled in a usage-based insurance program, that data may already be affecting what you pay for coverage. Ask the dealer exactly when your trial ends. Set a reminder before it does. Tip 10. The tow rating advertised on your Sierra 1500 may not match the actual tow rating of the truck you buy. GMC advertises maximum tow capacity figures that require a specific combination, the maximum tow package, the correct axle ratio, and the right engine configuration. Most trucks on the lot are not configured to that specification. A salesperson will quote the headline number, and the footnotes go unread. Before you hook anything to that hitch, pull the specific tow capacity for your exact configuration from the window sticker or the owner's manual. The number on the advertisement and the number on your truck are not always the same. Tip 9. The prepaid maintenance plan loses every dollar of its value the moment you finance it. Roll that plan into your loan, and you are paying interest on oil changes. Over a 72-month loan, the interest charges eat the discount entirely. Once the General Motors factory warranty expires, you lose even the theoretical pressure to use dealer service. A plan that extends past that window locks you into dealer pricing at exactly the moment independent shops become your better option. Pay cash for the plan or walk away from it. Tip 8. The diagnostic fee is priced as a profit center, not simply a cost recovery. When something goes wrong and you bring your Sierra in, the dealer charges between $150 and $250 before anyone touches the truck just to plug in the scanner. At some dealerships, that fee applies toward the repair. At others, it is a separate charge on top of it. An independent GM specialist charges significantly less for the same scan, and almost always applies it toward the repair. Ask how the diagnostic fee is handled before you authorize anything. It is a question the dealer will not ask for you. Tip 7. The maintenance sheet your service advisor gives you at check-in is not the document GM's engineers wrote. It is the dealership's preferred revenue schedule. On many Sierra 1500s equipped with the 10-speed automatic, GM does not recommend a transmission fluid change under normal driving conditions at all. The owner manual calls it lifetime fluid. Yet dealers routinely recommend transmission service at 30,000 miles. That is a $200 to $350 job for a truck whose own manual says the fluid never needs changing under normal use. Pull your owner manual and check your specific truck's schedule before authorizing any transmission service. If it is not in there, it is not due. Tip 6. The call you get from the service advisor after a routine oil change is a sales funnel disguised as customer service. You drop off your Sierra for an oil change. 2 hours later, the advisor calls. The oil change went fine, but while we had it up on the lift, we noticed a few things. What follows is a list: fuel injector service, coolant flush, cabin air filter. Each is priced separately. The total lands above $1,000. Cross-reference that list against your owner manual for your specific mileage. Many of those services are not due. Tell the advisor you want only what the manual specifies. Watch how fast that list shrinks. If this is the first time you are hearing that, subscribe. It gets worse. Tip 5. The extended warranty pitch is engineered to land at the worst possible moment. After hours of negotiating, you are handed off to the finance office, exhausted and ready for the keys. That is not an accident. An extra $45 a month sounds harmless when you are already committed to a $700 payment. Over a 72-month loan, that is $3,200 for coverage you may never use. The same coverage is available through independent warranty providers at significantly lower cost, sometimes 40% less. You do not have to decide in that room. The plan will still exist tomorrow. Your signature will not come back. My honest opinion, walk out of that office without signing the warranty. Compare it on your own time from an independent provider. You will almost never buy the dealer version again. Tip 4. The certified pre-owned badge on your Sierra does not guarantee anyone actually did the work. The GMC certified pre-owned program requires a documented checklist. What that checklist says was done, and what was actually done, are not always the same thing. Owner forms document certified pre-owned trucks delivered with oil listed as changed that had never been touched, and cabin filters still original from the factory. The badge creates confidence that discourages the one verification that would catch it. Check the oil on the dipstick this week. Pull the cabin air filter. Have an independent shop test the brake fluid. Trust the badge, but verify what is actually in the truck. Tip 3. The true cost of owning a Sierra 1500 is dramatically higher than the number on the window sticker. Nobody at that dealership was going to walk you through what comes after signing. The insurance on a Sierra 1500 averages between $2,000 and $2,500 a year. A Sierra 1500 can lose between 25 and 35% of its value in the first 3 years, meaning a $70,000 truck may be worth between $45,000 and $52,000 3 years later, up to $25,000 gone before a single repair. Once the factory warranty expires, every repair is yours at GM dealer labor rates of $150 to $200 an hour. The window sticker is where the cost starts. It is not where it ends. Tip 2. The 5.3-liter V8 in your Sierra 1500 has a documented failure mode. GM put it in writing, and the dealer who handed you the keys had that bulletin in their system the day you signed. Active fuel management lifter failure. The first sign is a sound at cold start, not a tick, more of a flat, dull tap. It disappears once the engine warms up, and most owners never think about it again. By the time the misfire code appears on the dash, the damage is already advanced. The failure window runs between 60,000 and 120,000 miles on affected model years. The repair runs between $4,000 and $8,000 at a GM dealer. GM has documented this failure across multiple technical service bulletins spanning years of production. The bulletins were there and nobody flagged them. If your Sierra has the 5.3-liter V8 and is approaching 60,000 miles, pull that bulletin number and ask your independent shop what they are seeing on trucks at your mileage. Tip 1. When you financed your Sierra 1500 through the dealership, there were 2 interest rates on the same approval document. The lender gave the dealer one number, the dealer gave you a different one. Nobody in that room was going to tell you those 2 numbers existed. The rate you actually qualified for based on your credit is called the buy rate. The rate the dealer quoted you is the sell rate, which can run 1 to 2% higher. That gap is the finance reserve. It never appears on your loan documents. It transferred money from your account directly into the dealer's on the day the lender funded the loan. On a $60,000 Sierra financed over 72 months, a 1.5% markup transfers over $2,600 to the dealer. Completely legal. Done on nearly every finance deal. Almost nobody thinks to ask. Before you sign anything on your next purchase, ask one question: what is the buy rate on this loan? Bring a pre-approval from your credit union. The moment you show them a competing rate in writing, that number becomes negotiable. It takes 20 minutes. It costs nothing. And it is the one question they are counting on, you never thinking to ask. GM builds capable trucks. The Sierra 1500 has earned its reputation on American roads. But the dealer network that sells and services it has no financial reason to prepare you for what ownership actually costs. Your job is to know what they were counting on you never finding out.